The 1992 Summer Olympic Games, officially known as the Games of the 25th Olympiad, was an international multi-sport event played in Barcelona, Catalonia, Spain in 1992. Beginning in 1994, the International Olympic Committee decided to hold the Games in alternating even-numbered years. As a result, the 1992 Summer Olympics were the last competition to be staged in the same year as the Winter Olympics. The Games were the first to be unaffected by boycotts since 1972. Host city selection. Barcelona is the second largest city in Spain, and a birthplace of then IOC President Juan Antonio Samaranch. The city was also a host for the 1982 FIFA World Cup. On October 17, 1986, Barcelona was selected to host the 1992 Summer Games over Amsterdam, Belgrade, Birmingham, Brisbane, and Paris. During the 91st IOC session in Lausanne, Switzerland, Barcelona had previously bid for the 1936 Summer Olympics, but they ultimately lost to Berlin. Highlights. At the opening ceremony, Greek mezzo-soprano Agnes Baltzer sang Romancini as the Olympic flag was taken around the stadium. Alfredo Kraus later sang the Olympic hymn in both Catalan and Spanish as the flag was hoisted. The Olympic flame cauldron was lit by a flaming arrow, shot by Paralympic archer Antonio Ribollo. The arrow had been lit by the flame of the Olympic torch. Ribollo overshot the cauldron as this was the original design of the lighting scheme. South Africa was allowed to compete in the Olympic Games for the first time since the 1960 Summer Olympics, after a long suspension for its apartheid policy. After a close race in the women's 10,000 meters event, white South African runner Elana Meyer and black Ethiopian runner Diratu Tulu ran a victory lap together, hand in hand. Following its reunification in 1990, Germany sent a single, unified Olympic team for the first time since the 1964 Summer Olympics. As the Soviet Union had been dissolved in 1991, the Baltic nations of Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania sent their own teams for the first time since 1936. The other Soviet republics competed under the name Unified Team. These nations consisted of present-day Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Moldova, Russia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan. The separation of Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia led to the Olympic debuts of Croatia, Slovenia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Due to United Nations sanctions, Federal Republic Yugoslavian athletes were not allowed to participate with their own team. However, some individual athletes competed under the Olympic flag as independent Olympic participants. Furman Cacho won the 1,500 meters in his home country, earning Spain's first ever Olympic gold medal in a running event. Chinese diver Fu Mingxia, aged 13, became the youngest Olympic gold medalist of all time. In men's artistic gymnastics, Vitaly Sherbo from Belarus won 6 gold medals, including 4 in a single day. Sherbo tied Eric Heiden's record for individual gold medals at a single Olympics, winning 5 medals in an individual event. In women's artistic gymnastics, Tatiana Gutsu took gold in the all-around competition, edging the United States' Shannon Miller. Russian swimmers dominated the freestyle events, with Alexander Popov and Yevgeny Sadovy each winning 2 events. Sadovy also won in the relays. Evelyn Ashford won her 4th Olympic gold medal in the 4 times 100-meter relay, making her one of only 4 female athletes to have achieved this in history. The young Kristina Egesegi of Hungary won 3 individual swimming gold medals. In women's 200 meters breaststroke, Kyoko Iwasaki of Japan won a gold medal at age of 14 9 years and 6 days, making her the youngest ever gold medalist in swimming competitions at the Olympics. Algerian athlete Asiba Boulmerka that was frequently criticized by Muslim groups in Algeria who thought she showed too much of her body when racing, received death threats and was forced to move to Europe to train, won the 1,500 meters, also holding the African women's record in this distance. After demonstrated in 6 previous Summer Olympic Games, baseball officially became an Olympic sport. Badminton and women's judo also became part of the Olympic program, while slalom canoeing returned to the Games after a 20-year absence. Roller hockey, basque, pelota, and taekwondo were all demonstrated at the 1992 Summer Olympics. Several of the U.S. men's volleyball gold medal team from the 1988 Olympics returned to vie for another medal. In the first round, they lost a controversial match to Japan, sparking them to shave the heads in protest. This notably included player Steve Timmins, sacrificing his trademark red flat top for the protest. Mike Stolce of the United States won the men's shot put, beating the heavily favored Werner Gunther of Switzerland. On the 20th anniversary of the Munich massacre and the 500th anniversary of the Alhambra decree, Yael Arad became the first Israeli to win an Olympic medal, winning a silver medal in judo. The next day, Orent Madge became Israel's first male medalist, winning a bronze in the same sport. Derek Redmond of Great Britain tore a hamstring during a 400-meter semi-final heat. As he struggled to finish the race, his father entered the track without credentials and helped him complete the race, to a standing ovation from the crowd. Gail Devers won the 100-meter dash in one of the closest races in history. 5 women finished within 0.06 seconds of each other. In the 100-meter hurdles, Devers was a clear favorite to win, though finished in 5th place when she hit the final hurdle and stumbled over the finish line. Voula Pavlidou from Greece won the event. In basketball, the admittance of professional players led to the formation of the Dream Team of the United States, featuring Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird and other NBA stars. The Dream Team, which easily won the gold medal, would be inducted as a unit into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2010. Jennifer Capriati won the singles tennis competition at the age of 16. She had previously earned a spot in the semi-finals of 2 Grand Slams at the age of 14. 2 gold medals were awarded in solo synchronized swimming after a judge inadvertently entered the score of 8.7 instead of the intended 9.7 in the computerized scoring system for one of Sylvie Frechet's figures. This error ultimately placed Frechet second, leaving Kristen Babb-Sprague for the gold medal. Though immediate protests to FINA were unsuccessful, FINA awarded Frechet a gold medal in December 1993, replacing her silver medal and leaving the 2 swimmers both with gold. Indonesia won its first ever gold medal after winning a silver medal at 1988 Olympics. Susie Susanti won the gold in badminton women's singles after defeating Bang Soo-hyun in the final round. Alan Budi Kujuma won the badminton men's singles competition, earning a second gold medal for Indonesia. Several years later, Susanti and Budi Kujuma married and she received the nickname Golden Bride or Olympic Bride. Records venues: Montjuic area, cross-country course, modern pentathlon, Estadi Olympique de Montjuic, opening, closing ceremonies, athletics, Palau Sant Jordi, gymnastics, volleyball, and handball. Piscines Bernat Picornell, modern pentathlon, swimming, synchronized swimming, and water polo. Piscina Municipal de Montjuic, diving and water polo institute. National d'Educació Física de Catalunya. Catalonia, wrestling, Mataró, athletics, Palau dels Esports de Barcelona, gymnastics and volleyball, Palau de la Metal·lúrgia, fencing, modern pentathlon, Pavelló de la España, industrial, weightlifting, walking course, athletics, diagonal area, Camp Nou, football, Palau Blaugrana, judo, roller hockey, and taekwondo, Estadi de Sarrià, football, Real Club de Polo de Barcelona, equestrian, modern pentathlon, the Vall d'Hebron area, archery field, archery, Pavelló de la Vall d'Hebron, basque, pelota and volleyball, tennis, de la Vall d'Hebron, tennis, velodrome, cycling, Parc de Mar area, Estacio del Nord, sports hall, table tennis, Olympic Harbour, sailing, Pavelló de la Mar, badminton, subsites, A17 highway, cycling, Banyoles Lake, rowing, Camp Municipal de Baseball de Viladecans, baseball, Canal Olímpic de Catalunya, canoeing, Circuit de Catalunya, cycling, Club Hípic Montaña, equestrian, Estadi de la Nova Creu Alta, football, Estadio Olímpic de Terrassa, field hockey, Estadio Luis Casanova, football, La Romareda, football, Hospitalet de Llobregat, baseball stadium, baseball, Molle del Vallès, shooting range, modern pentathlon, shooting, Palau d'Esports de Granollers, handball, Parc Olímpic del Segre, canoeing, Pavelló Club Joventut Badalona, boxing, Pavelló de Latino de Sant Sadurní, roller hockey, Pavelló del Club Paddy Vic, roller hockey, Pavelló d'Esports de Reus, roller hockey, Pavelló Olímpic de Badalona, basketball, Sant Sadurní, cycling circuit, cycling. Some events, including diving, took place in view of construction of the Sagrada Familia. Medals awarded. The 1992 Summer Olympic program featured 257 events in the following 25 sports: demonstration sports, basque, pelota, roller hockey, taekwondo. Calendar. All times are in Central European Summer Time. Participating national Olympic committees. A total of 169 nations sent athletes to compete in the 1992 Summer Games. With the dissolution of the Soviet Union, 12 of the 15 new states formed a unified team, while the Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania each had their own teams for the first time since 1936. For the first time, Croatia, Slovenia and Bosnia-Herzegovina competed as independent nations after the separation from Socialist Yugoslavia, and Namibia and the unified team of Yemen also made their Olympic debuts. The 1992 Summer Olympics notably marked Germany competing as a unified team for the first time since 1964, while South Africa returned to the Games for the first time in 32 years. The Federal Republic of Yugoslavia was banned due to UN sanctions, but individual Yugoslav athletes were allowed to take part as independent Olympic participants. 4 national Olympic committees did not send any athletes to compete: Afghanistan, Brunei, Liberia and Somalia. Brunei participated in the opening ceremony, but its delegation consisted of only one official. This also occurred in the 1988 Games. Afghanistan didn't send their athletes to compete, but the country took part in the Parade of Nations. Liberia and Somalia also participated in the opening ceremony, but its accredited athletes did not enter to compete. Medal count. The following table reflects the top 10 nations in terms of total medals won at the 1992 Games. Broadcast rights. The 1992 Summer Olympics were covered in many countries by the following television and radio broadcasters. Effect on the city. The celebration of the 1992 Olympic Games had an enormous impact on the urban culture and external projection of Barcelona. The Games provided billions of dollars for infrastructure investments, which are considered to have improved the quality of life and attracted attraction of the city for investment and tourism. Barcelona became one of the most visited cities in Europe after Paris, London, and Rome. Barcelona's nomination for the 1992 Summer Games sparked the application of a previously elaborated ambitious urban plan. Barcelona opened to the sea with the construction of the Olympic Village and Olympic Port in Poblenou. New centers were created, and modern sports facilities were built in the Olympic zones of Montjuïc, Diagonal, and Val d'Hebron. Hotels were also either built or refurbished. The construction of ring roads around the city helped reduce the density of the traffic, and El Prat Airport was modernized and expanded as 2 new terminals were opened. Cost and cost overrun. The 1992 Summer Olympics cost Barcelona a total of $11.4 billion United States dollars, with a cost overrun of 417% in real terms. This compares with an average cost of $5.7 billion United States dollars for other Summer Olympics over the past 50 years, with an average cost overrun of 252%. Costs here includes only sports-related costs and does not include other public costs including road, rail, or airport infrastructure, and private costs such as hotel upgrades or other business investments incurred during the preparation for the Games. Though the non-sports-related costs are typically substantial, the necessity varies drastically from city to city. Therefore, they are difficult to compare consistently. Songs and themes. There were 2 main musical themes for the 1992 Games. One was Barcelona, composed 5 years earlier by Freddie Mercury and sung as a duet with Montserrat Caballé. Due to Mercury's death 8 months earlier, the duo was unable to perform the song during the opening ceremony. A recording of the song instead played over a travelogue of the city at the start of the opening ceremony. Amigos para Siempre was the other musical theme. It was written by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Don Black, and sung by Sarah Brightman and Jose Carreras during the closing ceremonies. Ryuichi Sakamoto composed and conducted the opening ceremony musical score. The opening Olympic fanfare was composed by Angelo Badalamenti with orchestrations by Joseph Turan. Mascot. The official mascot was Kobe, a Catalan sheepdog in Cubist style designed by Javier Mariscal. Corporate image and identity. A renewal in Barcelona's image and corporate identity could be seen in the publication of posters, commemorative coins, stamps minted by the FNMT in Madrid, and a Barcelona 1992 Olympic official commemorative medals, designed and struck in Barcelona.